What's up, family, and welcome back to another episode of the Melanin Wellness Podcast, the Medicine in Black series. This series has been so informative, so emotional, and so empowering all at the same time. And I am so grateful that you have chosen to click play and to join me. I'm your host, Corey, and today we are diving into the rich history and healing power of okra, a plant that has nourished and healed our people for generations. Okra is packed with benefits. It supports scalp health, aids liver detoxification, and helps reduce inflammation. But beyond its nutritional value, okra holds a deep cultural significance. It was one of the many crops brought from Africa during the transatlantic slave trade, alongside yams and black-eyed peas. Enslaved Africans and African Americans made okra a staple in their diets and a key part of their medicinal practices. Our ancestors would stew okra in chicken broth to ease the chills, and they used its leaf to soothe and heal boils on the skin. This plant wasn't just food, it was medicine, survival, and resilience in the face of unimaginable hardship. Today, we'll explore how okra became a symbol of endurance and healing, passed down from generation to generation. Okra, or Ailments esculentus, has been cultivated in Africa for centuries, particularly in regions of West and Central Africa. It was a staple food, valued for its nutritional richness and medicinal properties. African communities used okra in stews, soups, and even as a natural thickener for certain foods. When Africans were forced into enslavement and brought to the Americas, they carried out not only their knowledge, but in some cases the actual seeds of their homeland. Okra became one of the many crops that bridged the past and the present, allowing enslaved people to preserve a piece of their culture, even in a foreign land. But okra wasn't just for eating. It had a long history as a medicinal plant, and our ancestors wasted no time in putting its healing properties to use in the Americas. Enslaved Africans and African Americans used okra in various ways to support their health. One of the most common medicinal uses was as a remedy for the chills. They would stew okra in chicken broth, creating a warm, nourishing dish that helped the body to recover from fevers and illnesses. Beyond that, okra leaves were applied directly to boils and skin infections. The mucilage, the thick gel-like substance that makes okra feel a little slimy, that's the part that turns me off, has powerful soothing and anti-inflammatory properties. It helped to reduce pain, promote healing, and protect the skin from further infection. These treatments were not just about survival. They were acts of self-care and resistance in a world that denied them access to proper medical care. By turning to traditional remedies, enslaved people maintained control over their own well-being and preserved the knowledge passed down to them from their ancestors. Today, science backs up what our ancestors already knew. Okra is a powerhouse of nutrients and medicinal compounds. 1. Anti-inflammatory properties. Okra contains antioxidants that help reduce inflammation in the body, making it useful for conditions such as arthritis and digestive issues. 2. Liver detoxification. Studies suggest that okra helps protect the liver by flushing out toxins and reducing oxidative stress. And 3. Scalp and hair health. Okra is rich in vitamins A, C, and K, which promote healthy hair growth and scalp hydration. In fact, some people still use okra-infused water as a natural conditioner for stronger, shinier hair. These benefits remind us that the foods we eat are deeply connected to our well-beings, and that the healing traditions of our ancestors still hold value today. Okra remained a staple food and medicine throughout the generations. It became central to many southern dishes, including gumbo, a dish with deep African roots. Gumbo itself is named after the West African word for okra, King Ngumbo, showing just how closely tied this plant is to our culinary and cultural heritage. Even beyond the kitchen, okra's legacy lives on. Many herbalists and holistic practitioners in the Black community continue to use it for digestive health, detoxification, and hair care. It stands as a symbol of resilience, a reminder of how our ancestors adapted and thrived despite the horrors of enslavement. One of the most powerful aspects of ancestral healing is its continuity. These traditions have survived because they were passed down through word of mouth, through practice, through memory. But in today's fast-paced world, some of these natural remedies are being lost. That's why it is important to reclaim this knowledge, to remember that the foods and plants that nourished and healed our ancestors can still serve us the same today. So the next time you eat some okra, whether in gumbo, stew, or even a smoothie, take a moment to honor its history. It's more than just a vegetable. It's a testament to the strength, knowledge, and endurance of our people. Okra's journey from Africa to the Americas is a story of resilience, healing, and survival. It nourished our ancestors, helped them heal, and continues to be a vital part of Black food and wellness traditions today. Thank you again for joining me for this episode of the Melanin Wellness Podcast, Medicine in Black series. If you enjoyed this conversation, make sure that you subscribe and share with others who want to learn more about the power of our ancestral healing practices. So until next time, family, stay well, stay informed, and honor the wisdom of those who came before us.